All right, and shalom. All right, first and foremost, when we get started, we're going to praise the East. Give all honor, and glory, and power to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakakudash.
I want to say double honor to our elders. I got to talk to men on GMS and rule well and teach well. Being an example of Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessing. So hopefully, let them four corners put the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song. All right, I'm the Ba from Memphis. I'm with the Lord Brothers, Alabama. Just breaking bread in the spirit of God. Help me how about some outside. Hey, another day, a beautiful day at that. To prophesy the downfall of America, aka Babylon the Great, who ought to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, which is spiritual prophecy. All right, that's soon to come to pass, man. As the Lord counsel shall stand. All right, so we're gonna get into it. I hope you brothers and sisters be edified while we lay the law down, man. You got it, bro.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 1. And it says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that there is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all the nations."
Right, and that indignation going to what the Lord's righteous anger is upon all nations. All right, go ahead.
And his fury upon all their armies.
And his spirit upon all his armies, man. And that spirit going through what? The missiles. Remember, the Lord is very angry. He's angry with the wicked every day. He's angry with 2/3 of our people. All right, he's angry with who? Eve. You know. Go ahead.
He hath utterly destroyed them.
Right, so he said he utterly destroyed them. Let you know that he spoke the end from the beginning. He already let you know that he already destroyed them, man. But what it's playing out on earth, man. All right, known as prophecy. You see, what's prophecy means what to say or speak before. As we come out here week in, week out, in season, out of season, man. All right, to what? To warn you and tell you of the greatest dreadful day, which is fast your approaching. All right, you got it out.
He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
He delivered them to the slaughter, man. All right, going to the what? The missiles. Go ahead.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of the carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted.
And that mountain going to what? The rulers, the government. It says shall be melted. All right, physically, it's going to be melted. All right, but it starts spiritually first, man, as we continue to come out here and lift that veil up and expose this devil, man. All right, as we constantly having the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of what? Prophecy. You got it out.
It says with their blood.
With their blood. Because it said this land cannot be cleansed by what? The blood who shed it. And we understand, you got Esau Edom, we on trial. This nigga finna be convicted. All right? All the rape, robbing, murder, the lies that he have done, that he have caused upon us, man. You see? You got it out.
Verse 4, it says, "In all the hosts of heaven."
All the hosts go back to armory, man, of heaven. Remember the Lord and his angels fought against Satan and his angels? That's speaking of World War III. All right, that's the end all be all, man. Go ahead.
It says, "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll."
Right, that's speaking of that mushroom cloud. All right, and as the thermonuclear missiles, the ICBM missiles hit this place, man. All right, as it hit, it roll, as a scroll, then it come out and evaporate, man. It spread. The radiation. Go ahead.
It says, "Shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down."
Right, and then what that brings you back to, when you think about 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, my first brother around it, 2nd Ezra, 13th chapter, that war in heaven. You know? It's beautiful how the so-called white man prevailed in the city state. You know, he broke that movie for him to win. But according to prophecy, he gonna lose more of it. You know, we had Will Smith, they're fighting against the so-called aliens. He wanna pump everybody up. But get what the Lord said, that's what it was fight. Because they're gonna be afraid when they start to see the heaven, they see Yahweh Shai and the angels, for who they truly are. And not the lies that the so-called white man had put upon them, man. As green men with big heads and big eyes. Alright? Men's heart gonna fail them for sure, man, when they start to see the power you have about Shema Shah, man. You know? Go ahead, got the second Ezra. Get it for the team.
This second Ezra 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night.
Right.
And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the ways thereof.
Right. That's speaking of the outside. I'm telling you, it's the cloud. Go ahead.
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Remember, he said he's not going to beat you as a man. He comes back in the angelic force. He comes back with all power. You see that? So that man that waxed strong with the thousand of heaven, speaking of the angels, is speaking of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah, man, who the word ignorant called Jesus Christ. All right, go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled.
Right, all the things tremble. Remember, it's written in Revelation, every eye shall see him, and every knee shall bow and confess. You see? Go ahead.
All the things trembled
They tremble.
that were seen unto him.
Ooh, go ahead.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice.
Right, he wasn't speaking of his literal voice, man. He's speaking about them laser beams, man. All right, go ahead.
Like-
the concentrated fire. You know, go ahead, bro.
Like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire.
Go ahead.
And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of
Now,
men.
we're speaking of what? We're speaking of the war in heaven now. You know, as I spoke on earlier, how the Lord and his angels fought against Satan and his angels. That's going to tell Esau military. When you think about the army, you got the Marines, you got the Navy, you know what I'm saying? You got the Air Force, you know, even down to the National Guard. All right? That's the armies. They're going to have to fight against the Lord, man. So, and the other nations in the mix.
We got the Space Force.
Yep, the Space Force. Yep.
Like the 6th branch. They dedicate a lot of energy into that, man. They invested a lot of resources to that Space Force. Why? Because they anticipate that, if you want to go in, they anticipate the return of the angels.
Right. They got missiles and systems. You know, that's their vain thought. Remember?
Right. Imagination.
He imagine a vain thing. So he think he got everything covered and squared away. No, nigga. The Lord have one of your bounds that you cannot pass. So the Lord said you go for the kill. You know? The Lord so cold, he helping you out to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's how cold the Lord is, man. Go ahead, out.
Yep. There was gathered together a multitude of men,
Right?
out of a number for the four winds of the heaven.
Right now, it's speaking about all the nations. You gotta remember, this is the gathering of the battle of Jehoshaphat, meaning Jehoshaphat, the Most High Judge. This is not just his determination to gather the nation. You see? So that's what it's speaking about. Go ahead, Doc.
To subdue that man
And I
who,
say too, Salaki, yeah, just to add to the brother's point, it's saying from the four winds of the heaven. That proves that it's going to be an aerial, assault.
Yeah.
You read Revelation 17 chapter, go into it. It tells you how they shall make war with the land. It's going to be aerial, right? That's why it said from the four winds of heaven. Yeah, that's how the Lord going to descend upon Babylon. When you read Matthew, look at that. Yeah, go ahead. And somebody get Matthew 21 and 44 real quick.
God, this is the book of Jeremiah 49 and 22. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Bosworth.
See? There's going to be an aerial return. Now, somebody get Matthew 21 and 44.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 21, and verse 44. And it says, and whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken. But on whomsoever it shall fall, it will grind him to powder.
Right, that's Yahweh Shah. He's going to fall on Babylon. He's going to grind his powder with that concentrated fire. This is a disclaimer, right? This is not for the casual Israelites. This form of information that's going through, this is only for the spiritual minded. Those who have so much analytical mind.
The second Ezra 16 and verse 11. The Lord, the second Ezra 16 and 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
And what's gonna make a man beat the powder and laser things? You know, a movie will show you that. When you look at Space Jam, you know, Space Jam, the so-called aliens that came down, they had the laser gun, and everybody they shot, it turned what? It turned to acid. All right? So that's another indicator to let you know that them lasers gonna be beating and eject the powder, man. You know? Go ahead, Doc. Go with that. If you ain't done on that, you have a shot on
Back on that point, Jeremiah 49:22, behold, he said, come up and flies the eagle. He spread his wings over Basra, and at that,
No, because this is the modern day Basra. You know, Babylon the Great is known as the Chaldeans too. You know, Egypt. All right, because it's all in one pot. You know,
it says, and in that day shall the heart of the mighty man of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pain.
you see that? It'll be like a woman in her pain, man. Right now, he tough. You know, you remember, America was once like Debo on the block. But now, you have a shot coming, he gonna be Craig. You know, he's gonna knock his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Take him out of power. See? There ain't no return. You know, that's why I said, sit in the dust, old virgin, doing a Babylon, no throne for you. So when you have a shot crack the cloud, he take you out of power, you'll no longer have a say-so. You know, you'll no longer be in a position to rule in wickedness. Have no authority, all right, over the earth. You know? Go ahead, bro.
The second Ezra 13 and verse 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain,
Right.
and flew up upon it.
And that mountain is speaking of the chariots, man. The fathership. Go ahead.
But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven.
And what's that movie, War of the World? They show you that now? They were trying to run from that motherfucker. That motherfucker big, you know what I'm saying? Just constantly coming, they were trying to run. People hopping out their cars, running and shit, you know? Hey, you have a shot coming, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
And I could not.
He could not. Go ahead.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him
Right.
were sore
Yeah,
afraid.
they're going to be afraid because they're going to see. They're going to really see how the Lord look, how the angels get down, man. They're going to be afraid. They're going to shit their pants, man. He said, men's hearts better than for fear. All right, what you think they'll be seeing? How the Lord going to be picking their mind? You know what I'm saying? The Lord called, man. You know? But Jake, here it is. You got Russia. They gearing up for war. You know? You got China. You got North Korea. They really about it. You look at America on them, niggas still playing the PlayStation 5 and shit. You know what I'm saying? They making TikTok dances and shit. Nigga, them niggas ain't war ready. You know? Go ahead, bro.
And yet durst fight.
But what? It's fight. Why? Because the Lord can put the spirit on them to fight, man. You know? The Lord finna have fun with these niggas, man. All right? Have fun with the other nations as he destroy them. Go ahead, one more, I think. Go ahead.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Right. Because like, that's the spirit. You know how we can think of something in our mind, like, you know, we tell our mind, move this pole. You know, that's how the Lord gonna patrol, all right, in the so-called UFOs, which they IFOs, because they identified in the scriptures as our salvation vehicles, man. So that's how the Lord gonna move. They're gonna be moving off his thought. You know, boom, 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 boom. He ain't gonna ask you to lift no hand up, man. All right, remember, he had the power. You got it out.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Yeah, that's speaking of what? The laser beams. You may grab Isaiah 66 and 15. Go ahead with your thing.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 7. And it says, and there was war in heaven.
Right, and it's speaking of what? The atmosphere. You know, that's the war in heaven. All right, in the clouds. All right, go ahead.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought in his angels.
Right, this dragon speaking of Esau, Edom. All right, go ahead.
And prevailed not.
And they prevail not. See that? So how he gonna write the movie Independence Day and prevail in that movie, but the scripture says something totally different? He prevailed not. He gonna lose. It's written. All right, go ahead.
Neither was their place found anymore.
Right, see that? Neither there was place found anymore. See that? This the last time so-called white man gonna rule, man. He's not gonna have another kingdom being brought up. It's over with for that. Go ahead.
Found anymore in heaven.
It wasn't in heaven. See that? You got it.
And the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent
Uh-oh.
called the devil
Uh-oh.
and Satan,
Uh-oh.
which deceiveth the whole world.
Deceived the whole world because that was his job. Now there's no more use for him. Brother, we have Proverbs 16 to 4 real quick. There's no more use for him, man. Because that was his job. The Lord set him up for that purpose right there, to be the wicked. And that's what he's doing his job perfect. All right, got it.
It's Proverbs 16 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua have made all things.
Remember, he made all things for himself. See, this is the Lord's movement. This what pleased the Lord, man. All right, so he made all things for himself. Go ahead.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
That, and he created the wicked for the day of evil. And the wicked is, according to Obadiah, is Esau Edom. All right, so his purpose is for him to bring evil upon the earth, and guess what? That's it. You see? That's how cold the Lord is as he ruled in the kingdom of men. Now he's going to set on one that's profitable, which is our Lord and Savior Yahushua, to rule the kingdom. As known that Esau's the end of the world and Jacob's the beginning that followed him. You know? You got it, Doc.
Now, back in Revelation 12 and 9, I'm just reading from the top, it says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent.
Yeah, because you know, we go to that's a characteristic. We're speaking of a serpent, all right, known as a snake. Go ahead.
Called the devil.
Yeah, because devil means deceiver, false accuser, and that's been eat well. You know, that's on his jacket. Go ahead.
And Satan.
And Satan means what? Adversary, because this so-called white man is adversity to what? The truth. He adversity to the Lord, man. All right, he don't consider the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible, man. He don't consider the sayings of the scriptures. All right, so he's an adversary.
Now playing 90 radio on
It says, which deceiveth the whole world.
He deceived the whole world because that's what the Lord created him for. When we go into Revelation, the 20th chapter, it speaks of him, man. All right, of their rebirth, as he was loose for a little season. All right, this is a little season he loose for. Why? Because he had a job to do. All right, his job was to deceive the nation, man. You got it, Doc.
He was cast out.
And he was cast out, go ahead.
Into the earth.
To the earth.
And his angels was cast out with him.
All right, and it's speaking of what his armors. All right, they ain't gonna get destroyed, man. The Lord is coming with fire. Like Isaiah 63.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
Right, see that lamb speaking of who? Yahushua. Because we know he coming as a lion now. All right, he came as a lamb. All right, presenting himself as a sacrifice, man. But this time he coming as that lion, man. All right, the Lion of Judah. And he ain't come to play no game. All right, go ahead.
Real quick, I'll back up that line.
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, and verse 4. For thus hath the Lord Yahweh spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion run on his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he would not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them, so shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill.
You see that? It's speaking of Yahweh Shai, he coming to fight, man. Because the way he says, this is my kingdom, it's a fight. You see that? You gotta go out.
It says, the Revelation 17 and 14, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
Right, Yahweh Shai will overcome. I believe I already read it. Like, you know, we're not ignorant to Satan devices. Nigga, you can't fool us, nigga. You know? We believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. We believe in the saying. We believe in that report. You know? You can't fool us, nigga. We ain't boo-boo the fool. But look, you know the old saying, you gotta pay the fool try to fool you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. You can't fool us, man. It's written. It's written in the scripture. This is the counsel of the Lord that we're staying, man. As he declared the end from the beginning. You gotta know how.
For he is Lord of lords.
Right, he the Lord of lords, man. Go ahead.
And King of kings.
Kings of kings. So what can you do about it? Go ahead.
And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
And faithful. Going to the elect as he prayed. See, Yahweh shall pray for this. We going to John, the 15th chapter, say, I pray to keep them out of the world. You know what I'm saying? The cluster of grape. The Lord called, man. Go ahead, bro. All right, let's see. Go ahead. On that John.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1.
Yeah, you can grab.
Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments?
Who is this that come from Edom with dyed garment? Because you had to go back into Revelation, Isaiah 34. They say, upon thy doom, and the people is cursed. But go ahead and read it again from the top.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom?
Right. Who is that? You know how they kind of say it was Skip. Who they talk about, right? You know, who they talking about, right? Yeah, who that coming from Edom with dyed garments, man? Representation how much blood it's gonna be, man. Go ahead,
With dyed garments.
Yeah.
From Basra.
For who?
From Basra.
Basra. He brother just read the precept. How he gonna open his wings upon Basra? You know? Go ahead.
This that is glorious in his apparel.
Oh, just imagine. Just imagine how our Lord coming back. He says the glory in his apparel, man. Go ahead.
Traveling in the greatness of his strength.
But what can you do? What can you do with an angry black man? You know what I'm saying? You know, what can you do, man? You can't do nothing. He's traveling in the greatness of his strength. You know how Jake get fired up? You know what I'm talking about? He got everything he needs to knock your ass out. You know, he untouchable, he unstoppable. How can you fight against a man that can't die? That's a lose-lose situation. You know what I'm saying? Just put yourself in that position. See, Esau, he a proud motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, he gonna prevail against the Lord and the angels. You gotta be crazy. Go ahead, Doc.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Yep.
Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel?
Now he asking why he's red in his apparel, but that's like say that's symbolic of the bloodshed is gonna be. All right, how much bloodshed, man? Go ahead, Doc.
And thy garments, like him that treadeth
In the wine bed.
back at the top of that, Isaiah 63 and 2. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Right.
I have trodden the winepress alone,
He said he did it alone. Go ahead.
and of the people there was none with me.
Go ahead.
For I will tread them in my anger.
See, he said he gonna tread them in his anger. See, through Christianity, people believe that the Lord is all love. You know, he's not mad. No, the Lord is angry. The Lord is upset. You see that? So he gonna try you in his anger. Go ahead.
And trample them in my fury,
Go ahead.
and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Right?
For the day of vengeance is in my heart.
See that? Now they don't tell you that. He said the day of vengeance is in his heart, so he's waiting to come back. You know how you'll tell your child, see, they better go to Chuck E. Cheese or something? Yeah, they happy here, they on the edge of the seat. You know, you gotta tell them sit back, put the seatbelt on. You know, that's how ready the Lord is to come back and return, man, and kick some asses. All right, and set up righteousness. You know, a new heaven, a new earth, man. Go ahead, Al.
And the year of my redeemed is come.
Right, exactly. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, go with that John Locke. Isaiah. Which book? Where you stopping at? Where you stopping at? Go ahead.
Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true.
Yeah, that's how we shot. Go ahead.
And in the righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Exactly, that we come with. See, he judged, and went and made war. All right, because he said what? His reward is with him. You know, that's going to the judgment, whether you have done good or evil. You see, you're going to get judged. All right, go ahead, Doc.
It's Isaiah 34 and verse 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Right, you know how you go to a tree and shake that motherfucker, and the leaf just fall. You remember how many missiles gonna hit this place, man? It's talking upon this place. 200 million warheads, man. It's speaking to death to hit Babylon the Great. You see? Go ahead.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Now he's sticking on the missile, say they're gonna be bathed in heaven, meaning what? They're gonna be shot from one end of the earth to the other. So they gotta go into the atmosphere, they gotta go into the heaven, that's known as the waters. Go ahead.
It says, verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Right.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Well, right back to that wing spread against Babylon. It says shall come down upon Idumea. What's going to come down upon Idumea? All right, the thermonuclear missile, known as the ICBM missile. All right, and Idumea is who? Esau, Edom. All right, the power of this world, the God of this world, man. You got it.
And upon the people of my curse to judge.
To judgment. That's what it's all about. It's about judgment, man. The Lord is coming to judge the earth, man, and judge the people. You see, that's why the Lord said return and start to rehearse the righteous acts, man. You see? Because it's a sacrifice the Lord requires. You know? You got it? Go ahead.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse 1. And it says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
All right, the day is coming, man. All right, we predictive programming right now. You know what I'm saying? As we spiritual weathermen, we let you know, hey, that day is coming. That this place right here, known as America, is going to burn as an oven. Known as what? The lake of fire. That's it. As when the elect, you know, 1/3 of men, women, and children, they're going to be in the chairs looking down and see, mingle with fire. You see the flag, you know, mingle with fire. Known as what? Hey, they're going to be Babylon the Great. America is known as the lake of fire, man. Go ahead.
And all the proud.
All the proud. Because they were Babylon the Great producers. Proud human beings. Proud individuals, man. Go ahead.
Yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Right?
And the day that cometh shall burn them up.
And he said it again, the day that's coming shall burn them up. Hey, you gotta remember, fire is hot already. You touch the stove, goddamn, that's gonna burn all day. So just imagine the missiles, man. Alright? So you better think, if this spirit resonates with your spirit, you better consider. Alright? Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. So you gotta get it while the getting is good, because if you don't, hey, then that's your ass, man. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
It said the Lord of hosts, man. Yahweh armies, man. Go ahead.
That he shall leave them neither root nor branch.
See that? So he gonna take Esau completely out of power, man. He said he gonna leave him no roof, no branch, because you can cut a tree down, all right, but you gotta physically take it out of what? Out the ground, man, for where it not grow back. So that's why the Lord said he's gonna leave him no roof, nor branch. He's gonna take him all the way out, man, and throw him to this wayside. You know, he no use no more, man. All right? You got it.
It says, verse 2, but unto you that fear my name,
Unto who?
unto you
Unto you that fear him. Go ahead.
shall the Son of the righteousness arise with healing
Uh-oh. Arise with healing, what?
in his
In
wings.
his wings. Psalms 91. All right, that's Psalms 91 all day. You know, go ahead.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
Yeah. We're going to that Joel, man.
Joel 2
Start at 1.
and verse 1.
Yeah.
Blow ye the trumpet in
That's
Zion.
what we're doing. We're doing the trumpet as a classic. It's a classic. Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry loud, spare not, lift our voice up like a trumpet and show my people their transgression. In the house of Jacob their sin. So the Lord commanded us to come out here on the highways and the hedges and what? Blow that horn. Because the horn is the sound of what? Oh, alarm. You know, you got the fire truck. You know what time it is when you hear a fire truck. You know what time it is when you hear police. But can you discern the time? All right, the prophets out here blowing this horn, man. That distinctive sound. All right, that's constantly going forth out the four corners of the earth. You got it.
And sound of the Lord in my holy
Yeah, and the
mountain.
Holy Mountain speaking of who? Israel, man. Zion. Go ahead.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Yeah, they're supposed to tremble. You know, they're supposed to tremble at this, man. That's the prayer. Did he not say, through the terror of the Lord we persuade men? So when they hear these sayings of how the Lord coming back and how he gonna destroy his people, you supposed to pray. You supposed to get scared. You know, you supposed to seek out the judgment. Therefore, you won't get caught up in it. All right? Do what's pleased the Lord, man. Not please your flesh. Go ahead.
For the day of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua cometh, for it is nigh at
See,
hand.
it's nigh at hand. The prophets out here. See, the Lord is merciful. That's why Jacob ain't gonna have no cover for his sins. See, Jacob be like, I ain't know. Nigga ain't tell me, man. No. The Lord told you. You know what I'm saying? He took the prophets out here. What's that? Proverbs 1:20. Real quick. Go ahead, finish it now.
A day of darkness, and of gloominess.
Right, because here it is, wisdom cry without. She uttered her voice in the street. And you remember that song? Ain't no sunshine when she gone. So when the Lord take the prophets out off the corner, it's gonna be a dark and gloomy day. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no preacher. You know, that's why the Lord is gathering us now, man. All right, through the Spirit. You got it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Papa Shop. Yeah, this is going back because the Lord, that's the Lord done talking.
Wow.
Now he's gonna take action.
All right.
So this is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 13. It says, therefore the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it's an evil time.
Oh, but you're the Buddha man for 6 weeks, right? It wasn't violent. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. The Lord told him, man. And then our people gonna be running to and fro. They say, ain't no true. They be running to and fro like a, you know what I'm saying? Trying to seek the word, trying to find them. I knew they used to be over there on First Avenue and over with. Over with. Why? Because you had liberty. That's the mercy of the Lord, man. He sent his prophets out. This happened in all the kings, man, that ever ruled on the earth. The Lord always had mercy. He sent out his prophets to warn them and tell them, all right, of his coming. The same thing today.
Just going back, like you said, that distinctive sound.
Yeah.
Just going back to talking about the prudent gonna keep silent. He said because it was an evil time, so they show you that prudent was talking about the evil time.
Exactly.
Because it tells you, just going back to that trumpet. In 1 Corinthians 14 chapter tells you that who shall prepare himself until the battle.
Yep.
If it's a certain distinctive sound, to show you that this is a sense of urgency, the times that we're in.
If we're in danger, danger fast approaching. You know, danger is coming. You know, you think we out here just to be out here? No, danger is coming, man. It's set before us. But the Lord is giving us a chance, man. All right? He's giving us a chance, man, to receive salvation. That's why I say give diligence to make that call and election sure, man. You know? But go ahead and put that down.
A day of darkness and of gloominess,
Right?
a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong.
Right.
There have not been ever the like,
Go ahead.
neither shall be any more after it,
ahead.
even to the years of many generations.
Go ahead.
A fire devourer.
Oh, if I make it, just going back. That's a dark saying for the new.
Yeah.
Because when it says, talking about in Isaiah the 13th chapter. It says, like as a great people. So it's then the missiles are being personified.
Yeah, they like say that they run like mighty men,
yeah.
and they climb the wall, the wall. Yep.
That's a sect in the army of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The missiles are being personified.
Well, why you not see?
Yeah, that's them.
Hey, you know what I mean? Yeah, come on, man. Go ahead, bro. Keep going on this.
Oh, if I may, so like, just going back. How is that them if the land is left desolate once they done marching?
It makes sense. But they're still trying to come up another way. You got it,
A fire devoureth before them.
See, it said a fire devoured before them, speaking of the missiles. All right, as it's being shot out, go ahead.
And behind them a flame burner.
Just go on YouTube and look into missile launch. You'll see how that fire behind them motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, getting it up. Go ahead.
It says, the land is as the Garden of
Now
Eden.
it's speaking of the golden cup, Babylon the Great. Because it says the land before them was a Garden of Eden, meaning what? Paradise. Which everyone in the across country, they seen America being their golden cup. The land of the free. Look what it's called, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Yeah, it's the land of the free and the home of the brave. Why? Because of the Esau, all right, and his laws, man. You see? Because he don't rule according to the laws, statutes, and members of the Bible. He on their own laws, man. All right, he brave enough to go against the grain, so to speak, you know? He bold enough, you know, he's brave. That's why I say the home of the brave. Like, he don't push the laws of the Lord. You know, but yeah, hey, their braveness gonna get him killed. You know, hey, you know how
wild beast. He a wild boy.
yeah, he a wild boy, man. You know, he a wild man. Hey, you know, what's that movie? South Central. You know, y'all sound like you fucked up, right? You know, you fucked up, right? Go ahead.
It says, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
See that? Behind them a desolate wilderness. Why? Because the missiles gonna do that. See, the Lord made a promise to the birds. They're gonna have a feast. Well, that's prophecy. That gotta happen. If not, then the Lord is not a man of his word. You know? So that gotta happen. But this how it's gonna happen by World War III. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Esau got a plan. So-called plan anyway. How he gonna escape and come back out and rule the world with that vain thought going to the Paragma. That nigga really think he gonna escape the judgment of the Lord. But nah, nigga, the Lord got something special for you. You got Jeremiah 16:16. You know, the Lord got something special for you. You ain't finna escape them missiles, all right? But it is a remedy of Edom. They're gonna be saved and preserved from what to be slavery. Be slaves in the kingdom. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, yeah, and nothing shall escape them.
Nothing shall escape it. Go ahead.
The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses.
Right? Because horses represent what? Power. Go ahead.
And as horsemen, so shall they run.
They gonna run. Go ahead. This means how they gonna travel. They're gonna travel at a speed, man. They're gonna travel at a huge rate of speed. You know? Go ahead.
Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains, shall they leap like the noise of a flame of fire.
Right, because it's a point how you know somebody leap at me, they're gonna jump straight up, you know, and then go. That's how the missiles do it. They're gonna be getting shot from one end to the other. All right, it's gonna be like they leaping over a wall, man. Go ahead.
Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
I say, yeah, and that stubble represents Esau. That's that stubble. Pretty much that ribbon branch.
That's it.
It really represents his kingdom, which is just right for destruction. That's why it's known as stubble. Stubble is the perfect. You want to kindle a fire, and stubble is the best agent. That's why this system is right. It's right for destruction.
This Isaiah 13 and verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people.
Right, see that? Go ahead.
A tumultuous noise of the kingdom.
Boom, 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 boom. It said the earth gonna rock to and fro like a drunken. What's gonna make the earth rock and shake? The missiles. Go ahead.
Of nations gathered together. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua of hosts, mustering the host of the battle.
You see that he said he's mustering the host of the battle. That means he the instigator. You know, he egging this on. See, but this is determination to gather the nations, but they what? They destruction. Alright?
They come from a far country,
Right?
from the end of heaven.
You see that? They come from a far country, man. Go ahead.
Even Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua and the weapons of his
It's
indignation.
the Lord, see, he got. He said, I called the Lord in. He used Esau to raise his own death. But it goes back into he did live by the sword. So what? Die by the sword. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord have given him his blessing, but also with his curse. You know what I'm saying? His blessing was a curse unto him. Because here it is, he lived by this sword. He got to turn and say, over my dead body. You know?
Going down the guns ablaze.
And that's it. You know? He lived for that. He died for that. He breathed for that. All the Edomites at my job, every last one of them, I know we in the hood, but every last one of them niggas got a gun in the workout. You know? They breathe that. That's them. But that's how you know you can tell the Edomite. You know, Jay spoke with guns too, but that's their blessing. Our blessing, our sword is what? The scriptures. That's why I say our weapons of warfare is not corner. Esau, he a corner man. He got used weapons. We don't. We use the spirit. Man in the name because that's our power. You know, you want to make some shake, make some shit happen. You call upon you, how about Shema Shai? Watch how it happen. They're gonna be scared. You know? You got it, right?
Real quick, going back to his blessing, it's really his curse.
Right?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 15. It reads, their sword shall enter into their own heart,
Ooh.
and their bows shall be broken.
Ooh, their bows should be broken. You see that? That's why the Lord told us, putting out our trust in our bow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not our power. You don't put no trust in your gun, your sword. Anything can happen. I know plenty of counsel on dudes trying to kill somebody, run up with a gun, get click, 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 click. You can't put your trust in them. You gotta put your trust in the Lord, man. You know? Go ahead.
If I make a real quick point, just going back on that sword, because the very same technology that they made to become a Nebo of the earth is going to lead to his detriment.
Yep.
You know, that's why they make a Oppenheimer bust out crying when they found out the recipe, you know, so to speak, of the missile. Because that was the end, that was it for them.
He said he's gonna destroy the wise men out of kings. You know? Go ahead.
Psalm 7, verse 11, it says, the Most High judges the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
Right. He judged the righteous. But this the righteous judge. But we say what?
It says, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
See that he angry with the wicked every day, man. You know, that's why he said they sins have reached unto heaven. And the Lord had enough. But their set measures have to be fulfilled for the next prophecy to happen. What they did, 2nd Ezra 4, 37. How by the time he measured the time, that he would not move nor stir till what their set measure be fulfilled. You know, you gotta go out.
It says, if he turn not, he will wet his sword.
Right, that means to sharpen, because that's W-H-E-T. That means to sharpen, and that sword is being sharpened, man. See, that's a two-edged sword. Because Esau getting ready to come down on Jake, known as the sword, but then also the missiles. You know, it's being sharpened. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's hypothetical. It's time when it's coming on, and the technology is sharp. It's going to be any more accurate. It's going to be the height of the sword. Yeah. It says, he have bent his bow and made it ready.
Right, see, it bent this bow. They ready to go.
Like it's missiles pointed at him now.
Right now. What's that nigga we sound strong?
Bending the bow, that's the feeling of going down, as they say.
They see all the nations having their parade, the guns, shit. They putting up like, South do we have a problem? The weak saying I'm strong, man. They getting ready for the battle.
Yeah, Russia just had a flight intelligence parade, and they was parading was parading ICD missiles, man.
No,
You get
for real.
chills. Yeah, you're in the spirit, you get chills when you see that. So you like, you know what? That's nothing more than an act. Man, that scene, right? That's the last scene in the book. Where the Lord gonna pull out, open up his armor against Esau. That go back to Genesis 27:7. Right? God gave him that sword. So that's the sword. Just the presentation of the sword. Here you are.
Yeah.
Right? Look at the way and right. Not physically. Swords that bless.
Like they just create a milk just to put them in the museum. No. They're gonna be used, man. It's prophecy. Alright, go ahead, bro.
It says, he have also prepared for him the instruments of death.
Yeah.
He ordained his arrows against the persecutors.
See that he ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Alright, who is the persecutor? Esau. Alright, go ahead.
It says, behold, he travaileth with iniquity and have conceived mischief
Man.
and brought forth falsehood.
Yeah, see that? Go ahead.
It says, he made a pit and digged it and is fallen into the ditch which he have
There you
made.
go, them missiles. The missile. And then on the flip side of that, we think about how he did the pit for us, try to set up trap for us, and he's going to drugs. You know what I'm saying? Look who's posting on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Esau, they on meth, you know, ice, fentanyl, opioids, they threw. But it was supposed to destroy us. You know, but wait, it backfired on us. It backfired, man. Right? Because what? Deuteronomy 37. You know, because you normally they never ever see homeless Edomites. When you go back to the early 70s, late 80s, early 90s, you don't really see no homeless Edomites. That's basically all you see now. So let's let you know that the curses is slowly but surely coming off us, and will slowly but surely come upon our enemies. You know? You gotta know.
It says, he made a pit and digged it and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own
You
head.
see that? There's mischief upon his own head, man. Now he look like a fool. You know, what's that damn cartoon? With the cat in the mouth. Tom and Jerry. You see how Tom always try to get Jerry, but every time he try to set a trap up for Jerry, he always falling into it.
Well, they show you more than with Why he Coyote.
Yeah.
Well, his name is spiritual. Why he.
Right.
Why he Coyote. Show you the road runner. Set up them elaborate.
He ended up getting fucked up by the wrong shit.
It show you like the mischief of Esau. They
Right.
be elaborate. They most like a bad trap. Like bird seed, then rope, and it's a fire, a candle, right on time, calculated. Don't forget to calculate it to follow on the road run. Then through faith, a twist of faith, the road run somehow.
Right.
Then the goddamn, and then why he Coyote try to go and adjust the fucking trap, and then they fall on his head, man. Yeah, real talk. The animation and cartoons, man.
It's right, man. It's cold, man. So it's gonna come upon his own head, man. That's why I said it shall come down upon our doom.
His mischief shall return upon his own head,
Right.
and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own face.
That's beautiful, man.
Oh, violent dealing, I say violent dealing go all the way into being in the lab, splashing atoms and violent dealing. That's it. You're dealing in such a way you won't walk. Because you did it as a head. Remember, the brother's been knocking at it. That's this man's blessing. So instinctively, in his pursuit to power is going to be centered around the floor. So those villains, you know, obviously the fraud and, you know, seeds and resources, hijacking nationality, yeah. And ultimately those violent villains is the weaponry he created. Space Force, the energy that he put into the planet Earth is going to come right back around and smash him.
Isaiah 13:5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
Yeah, see that? They put the word to destroy. Go ahead.
How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
See, that's it, because this the Lord's plan. All right? This the Lord's plan, man. You can't come around it, ain't it? Well, here it is. Esau, his proud ass, he gonna say, well, I'm gonna escape that. You know, I'm gonna correct these underground bunkers. You know, I'm gonna correct this underground city and go into the mountains and build this big brick wall. And once we get done World War III, we're gonna come back on top.
The circle, I should feel it. That.
Right.
We shall bring thee down.
Right. Proud, man. Proud. But it's written. And we forget it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, and verse 16.
Just like how he came and got us, we're gonna go get them. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a spiritual ship they get on, you know? Go ahead.
And it says, behold, I will send forth many fishers, saith the Lord.
I see the Lord said he's gonna send forth many fishers. So in a sense, that's what we're doing right now. You know, as he told Peter, all right, he said, cast thy net and I make you what? Fishers of men. So right now, we're in a sense of what? We're spiritually fishing right now. All right? As this down in the sea. You see, the net is what? It's truth. You know, going to the
It says, and they shall fish them, and afterwards will I send for many hunters.
Yes, man. All right, that's what we're going to do. He said, we're going to turn it around. All right, the Lord said he's going to make them hunters. The same reason you out here on the highway to heaven. Some years going to see some spiritual power, man. All right, so we're going to hunt them, man. See that? We're going to go get them, man, out of underground bunkers, man. All right, in the cave. All right? Hold it.
Jeremiah.
Yeah. So it's Isaiah. Michael, try Isaiah. You know what he say, weapons of one month, down my battle head. I just look at one. I think it's like 19. It's 51. I said 50. Yeah. Stop right there. Yeah, real quick. Let's see how it is.
Jeremiah 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh by Shem Yahushua of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
See that? Thou art thou what? His battle axe and his weapons of war. You see that? So we're going to be used as a tool for the Heavenly Father to bring Esau into what? Captivity. You see that? Go ahead.
For with thee will I break in pieces the
He
nation.
said with thee. With who? With the men you see, man. All right, he going to use us to break the nation to pieces. Go ahead.
And with thee will I destroy
You
kingdoms.
see that? So certain men that you see is going to receive spiritual powers, man. All right, go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
Remember that horse go back to power. And the rider's going to what? His fighter jets, man. The armored tanks. You know the thing that he has set up. Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
Man, come on, man. Lord ain't playing no games, man. Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
Yeah, see, Esau thinking he finna escape. He's not finna escape. Go ahead back with that, John.
It's the book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, start at the top. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers.
Right, and that's speaking of what? The spiritual aspect of us that coming out here and what? Teaching. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord,
Yeah.
and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters,
Now after he said he gonna send for many hunters. Uh-oh. Go ahead.
and they shall hunt them,
They shall do what?
and they shall hunt
Hey,
them
they gonna hunt them, man. Go ahead.
from every mountain
Uh-oh, from every mountain. Go ahead.
and from every hill,
From every hill,
and out of the holes of the
out of
rocks.
the holes of the rock. See that? See that what he gonna be hiding at. You know, after the smoke clears, he think he finna come back and rule. All right, with that Quran. But show it six things. All right, it's going down, man. Go ahead. Yeah. Keep on that third night.
Jeremiah 16 and verse 17. It says, for my eyes are upon all their ways,
See, the Lord said his eyes upon all their ways, man. And who is the Lord's eye? The angels. He also had the prophets. See, it's above all their ways, man. Go ahead.
they are not hid from my face.
See, they not hearing from the Lord's eyes, man. You see, you know how the angels go back and report it back to you how about you outside? You know? Go ahead.
Neither is there iniquity hid from mine eyes.
See? That's why the Lord said they sin had reached unto heaven. He had enough. Now he finna bring the hammer. Where it say how the hammer of the earth broke. See, the Lord finna do that. See, the Lord finna put him in a rock bottom. You know, right now he just got him in a torture rack. You know what I'm saying? The torture his ass, man. And soon he gonna break his neck. You got it? That's it, what that- Okay, come.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, starting at verse 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men,
It said the kings of the earth, right? Grab Psalm 149. Sing loud upon our bed. You know, that two-edged sword in their hand. I think it's Psalm 149. It started at 4. Go ahead.
and the chief captains,
Uh-oh.
and the mighty men,
Uh-oh.
and every bondman,
Uh-oh.
and every free man,
Yeah.
hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks
Uh-oh.
of the
You
mountains.
see that? But it just said it in Jeremiah. All right? How they going to hide themselves in the rocks or in the hills and the mountains, right? Go ahead.
And said to the mountains,
And now they talking to the mountains, right? Go ahead.
and rocks fall on us,
Hey, now they want to seek them. You know, they don't want to be destroyed by the Lord. They want the mountains to destroy them. No, nigga. All right? Because it's written. All right, he have pierced me shall see me. You see? Them that have pierced me shall see me. So you're going to have to see the Lord, man. All right? Go ahead.
hide us
Hide us. See? Go ahead.
from the face of him that sitteth on the throne,
Who's sitting on the throne? The Heavenly Father. All right, so hide us from the Lord. Go ahead.
and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Oh, now here go the wrath of the Lamb again. Speaking of Yahweh Shai, hide us from them. But what? Why?
For the great day of his wrath is come,
See that? His wrath, his righteous indignation. You know, they're great and dreadful day, man. Go ahead.
and who shall be able to stand?
No one. You know, no one. What is it? Luke 21, where it speaks about watch therefore and pray always till you be counted worthy to escape. All right, when the Son of Man comes. You see, nobody gonna be able. The Lord gonna have to put the Spirit on you to be able to stand with that, man. So there's that power. You see? Go ahead, bro.
So, this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 12. It says, the earth quaketh and the foundations thereof, the sea rising up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory was found. So you're just going back on the glory time. All the places was acknowledged. So, you know, just going back, when the Lord returns to shake shit up, you're going to know the huge power of heaven and earth. He said even the fishes. So they show you, man, ain't no stone ain't going to be unturned.
Yeah, all things trouble that was saying earlier. We got brought that out earlier.
It's beautiful. It's like, I take it outside Adam. Because, Adam had the ability to name all the animals. So like, say, going back to paradise. Like it's once was, man. Well, go ahead and finish up. Go back.
Revelation 1 and 7 says, behold, he cometh with clouds.
And the cloud represent what? The chariot. It's a song. He making his clouds and chariots. Go ahead.
Said, and every eye.
Oh, every eye. Not song. Every eye, man. Go ahead.
And every eye shall see him.
Yup.
And they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall well be called.
Hey, you know the Lord so cold, that's why I say, cast the first stone. You without seeing, cast the first stone. See, the Lord got to do that. See, the Lord, that's why I say, let him handle that. You know what I'm talking about? Vengeance belonging to him. Because he going to cast that, man. The Lord going to take care of that first. He got to get the first lick. Then it's going to go down. You know? You got it. Go ahead, bro.
This Psalms 149 and verse 5.
This good music. You know that great song? You know how we sing that great song in Revelation 14 chapter? This is a great song we sing. It's pleasant to the ears of those that believe, of those that have faith, those that are in the know. You know what I'm saying? How the Lord don't destroy this place and deliver the elect, man. You know, but guess what? You gotta believe that though. It's gonna happen whether you choose to believe it or not. It's gonna happen because it's written. Because this Bible known as being faithful and true. You know? Go ahead.
In James 1 and 21, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, receive with meekness the engrafted word.
Ooh, that's that song. Go ahead.
Which is able to save your soul.
See, it's able to save your soul. It's able to save your soul, man, by taking heed and doing what pleases the Lord, man. You know, as we continue to rehearse the righteous acts, it's able to save your soul and those that believe. You know, but you got to receive the engrafted word, man. This great song. You know, go ahead.
This Psalms 149 and verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory.
Right.
Let them sing aloud upon their
Who
beds.
was the saints? The saints are the Israelites, man. You know, they always had that song when the saints start to march in. You know, the saints talking about the Israelites, man. They're not speaking of everyone. Go ahead, bro.
Let the high praises of the Heavenly Father be in their mouth,
Right?
and a two-edged sword in their hand.
Yeah, it represents what? Judgment. How we gonna execute judgment, man. See, this earth is divided, it's fucked up. So when the Lord do crack them clouds, he got to restore the judgment back on the earth. That's why I say as it is in heaven on earth. Because the spiritual realm is ran in what? Perfect order. But that order in the heavens will come down and rule on earth. See? Go ahead.
To execute judgment upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
Here you go. Go ahead.
To bind their kings with chains.
Going right back into Jeremiah 16 to 16 and Revelation 6. It said to bind their kings with chains, man. As what? As we have when we came over here on slaves, should they bind our heads with chains, right? What goes around comes around. Life itself teaches you that, right? You know? Go ahead. You got a quick one? Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Revelation 13 and 9.
Oh, that's a classic. Yeah.
If any man hear, so like if any man have an ear, let him hear.
Yeah, because we all have ears on our head. But can you receive the understanding? All right, go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Uh-oh.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right, that's what we're waiting on. You know, because there's a time that you have to see anybody in captivity on the King David, King Solomon. But here's the patience and faith of the saints. You know, that's what goes around comes around. That's that full effect the Lord gonna bring upon Esau Egypt, that he not thought of his latter end. He's gonna go into slavery, man. All right, as Deuteronomy 30 and 7 say, Deuteronomy 30 and 7, all these curses shall come upon our enemy, and on them that hate things. See, they gotta go through it. They gotta drink of that cup. That cup we had surely drunk, they gotta drink of that cup. And that motherfucker double. He said double according to her work. You know, you ever had a double shot some shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, 100 proof, 65, 65, you know, a double shot? You then I gag the shit back up, you know, but Esau got to drink of that cup. You know? I don't know how they gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna have to use our spiritual power, bring them back alive, because I don't know how they gonna make it. You know? But they must.
They gotta make two slots. Going back to that Birmingham 13, talking about how he killed with his foot, Buster killed.
Yeah.
They say they still put Esau on the spot because his blessing said he's gonna live by the sword.
That's it.
That's how he was gonna go on Buster. So they showed him
Yeah.
else give him that sword.
And then he that gave him the sword is coming to take him. Now what's that? He gave him the sword, now he come back and take his blessing back.
Hey, then you know it's Esau because everybody uses the same swords now. And they all from Esau. Yeah. It ain't like they got like Wakanda. They got beryllium or whatever it is. Everybody got that same technology right now that was created from Esau. It all points down back to Esau.
That's brilliant. Go ahead, y'all. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
In Jeremiah 49 and verse 12, it says, "But thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished."
Yeah, you ain't going unpunished. That's why he's so proud. Like, who see it though? See, he think he got away with murder. You didn't get away, man. The Lord better slap the shit out you. You know, it just to that set measure had to be fulfilled. You know? You didn't get away. Go ahead.
"But thou shalt surely drink of it."
But thou, he said, you're going to surely drink of it. Look how they go back to that thing. Look at the Habakkuk 2. It said, the Habakkuk 2 and 5, for the vision was set for the appointed time, when at the end it shall speak and not lie. You know, that's a vision. You know, go ahead.
It says, "For I have sworn by myself."
The Lord said, I swore by myself. Put his name on it. You know how Jake be talking? You know what I'm saying? Everything. That's on me. You know, the Lord swore by himself. Go ahead.
"Saith the Lord, that Babel shall become a desolation."
Father, right back to what? Babylon the Great. It's going to become a desolation, man. How? The missiles. Go ahead.
A reproach,
Yeah.
a waste,
A waste. Go
and,
ahead.
and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
Go ahead.
I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, "Gather ye together, and come against her, and rise up to the battle.
All right, go ahead.
For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen,
Right. Ooh.
and despised among men."
That's right. Now he is being despised. All right. Now everybody look at America how they used to look at America. Everybody know this nigga Diablo. You know, everybody know the nigga the devil, man. They don't trust Esau, man. When you look at these other nations, they even make movies. Fucking Americans go to Russia or go to another country, they hijack their ass and for ransom. You know what I'm saying? They kill them. You know, this let you know future prophecy. Esau losing his power, he losing his grip, man. You know, come and sit in the dust, old virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, go ahead, Al.
Psalms 149 and verse 8.
Yeah.
To bind their kings with chains.
To bind their kings with chains. Slavery. You know, matter of fact, grab Ezekiel 25:14. That's my junk. Go ahead.
And their nobles with fetters of iron.
The rules of this world, man. Go ahead.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
Where is that judgment written? It's written in the law. I think that's Numbers, is it Numbers 20, 16, he that stood in the man. Yeah, Exodus. Yep. But it's one in Numbers too, though. It's one in Numbers. I think Numbers 20 and 16, and it speaks about Esau shall be a desolation Mount Seir. Also too. Let me look that up. I think it's Numbers 20.
Yeah, and I made sure that concern the judgment throughout the book. Like when it says they should keep the judgments in, but also applies to Revelation 13, which is where he that leadeth in the captivity. Those judgments have to be executed. Everything that's written in the scripture, even the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, they got to be executed. There has to be a moment when the table turns, and Esau fall to the bottom, elevate.
Shot until.
Yeah, jot until.
Isaiah 55, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, for as the rain coming down, and the snow from heaven, and returning not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth.
Right, yeah, meaning it's fulfilling. What do you mean again? That's
Isaiah 55.
Isaiah 55. What you started from?
Verse 10.
Start up with there you go.
It's the book of Isaiah 55, starting at verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Right, yeah, see? The determination of the Lord, his plan, his purposes, his intent is way beyond the comprehension of these mere mortals, man. Right? That's why it's such a problem. You have so much friction when you're trying to convey the perfect will of the Lord to these people. Because their thoughts are not in synergy with the thoughts of the Lord. You can never imagine a baby dying in front of you, his ribs touching. Right? You can imagine the God of the Bible sanctioning such an act. Guess what? The Lord signed off on that, man.
Well, even when he told us to prepare slaughter, but he said, have it ye to dash that little more against the stone.
Right,
So that's the spirit that you're going to have, but the Lord going to have to do that.
Right. Yeah, them thoughts are not the thoughts of these adversaries. That's right. That's right.
Neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
Right, because there's a jurisdiction. What governs over the planet Earth can't supersede, which we know is the Lord himself governing over the planet Earth through these nations. But your legislation can't override what the Lord has planned.
Right.
His ways and his thoughts are higher than yours, man. It's beyond your reach. There's nothing you can do. You can muster up all your resources, and still in that, it's not going to somehow slow down the momentum of the Lord. Right?
Verse 10, it says, for as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word.
See, so shall my word. So you see why the word is compared to the rain and snow that descends upon the earth. That's how the Lord doesn't care. Lord and our Lord. Yeah, man. Oh, with scripture, we was talking about that back there, how they marked at the sound of war. Hey, just like those children that mocked the prophet. And what came to get them? Them bears. Yeah, that's how Russia gonna come. Like that.
So shall my word be that going forth.
There's a penalty for mocking the word of the Lord, man. Because the word of the Lord entails judgment. Right. Somebody tell you, somebody got a penalty prepared for you, and you mocking that. Hey, that's the Lord's work, though. That's the Lord dramatizing the scene. That's how they did Noah. They made light of Noah, and the rain started to come down.
But then what it said, then said they're going to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the wind. Especially they gonna be a heavy day, man. Come on.
It says, forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Right, so it's going to come to life. The things that the Lord speaks is going to actually become animated. It tells you that in the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, where the scriptures say, matter of fact, can we get that? Yeah, it shall speak.
Not lie.
Yeah, it shall speak and not lie.
Yeah.
Now, when you go into that word speak, yeah, the definition, that one of the definitions is breathe. So that means it's going to come to life. It's going to become animated. There's a time where the famine is going to come to life. Right now, people have access to eating and drinking. Right? But it's going to be a moment where the famine is going to manifest itself. It's going to become animated.
Everybody say speak down to the Bible.
Yeah. Maybe there's only the Lord speaks to us. Come on, man.
That's all real quick. Going back to
Yeah, what you got? What they have to do?
yeah, this just going back to these are the words of life. This is Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Yeah. Read that again.
It's Isaiah 42 and 9. It says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and
Right,
new
the former
things.
things don't come to pass, man. Such as the flood. Oh, exactly. That's one of the former things. When you can read this book, and then in effect, you are predated to before the prophet Isaiah. But really, no, it's before anything before you here in this lifetime. So the time of slavery, when you was brought over here in those ships, that's an example of the former things coming to pass. The Lord made good on the judgment written. What you got?
Okay, it says, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So just going back to the definition of the word of life, that's one of the characteristics of life is growth. So as you hear us continue to talk about the family, now you see it by the way of reports of recall or just the whole warehouse burning down, you know, to food shortages, World War III, like you said, the hypersonic missiles, or now they are shipping weapons here, or they doing this now, that, you know, so they show you that these are the words of life.
Yeah, things beginning to shape and fashion as touching what was written. Because the average person don't know that your life and existence. Yeah, bro, you got a question or something? Okay, what you said, you looking intently, you know. You're kind of looking like, yeah, right, you know what I mean? Okay. But, yeah, everything is taking its shape and fashion. Like, but the average person don't know, the masses, right? The masses, and that word mass literally goes to depth. Everybody outside of this circle is already numbered to the sword. But the masses of the people, they don't consider that there's a higher power, there's forces at work that dictate the coming and going of men. Even America was scripted. Oh, that's why you often hear that word prepare slaughter, judgment written, prepare. So there's a famine laid up for America. It's going to encounter you Americans, man. And that's a brilliant move. Back to folly and niggas gonna be riding around and it's gonna be marauders. Niggas riding around searching your house with the sword. Yeah, with the music playing, jump out. Yeah,
Hey,
like
it
the bird.
said how they gonna spoil their houses.
Right.
For good.
Yeah.
You know, we go to 2nd Ezra 15th chapter.
Yeah, you're gonna see why the Lord coined America as the shadow of death. It's going to make sense in the coming days when the famine settle in. It's going to come like civil unrest. Oh, they just It just ended the Title 42, right? Closing the U.S. border, opening for the U.S. border.
They at the border right now, waiting.
Right. Yeah, it's in question if there's soldiers coming, cartel members, hitmen hired by the bankers coming in, man.
Get interested.
Yeah, they gonna drop them off in you niggas' neighborhood.
All right. This is Habakkuk 2. Start at 1.
Oh, yeah, let's go straight to the point. Yeah.
All right, this is Habakkuk 2 and 3. And it says, for the vision is yet for the appointed time. At the end, it shall speak and not lie.
Right, and again, that word speak, when you go into it, one of the words that breathe. So it's going to come to life. Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right, this is the faith and the patience of the saints. Now, real quick, I'm going to have a brother look up that word vision.
This is the word vision. The transliteration says Hazan. It is going to vision, oracle prophecy,
Right.
divine communication.
Right, start from the top, read all of it.
It says vision in the night.
Right, vision in the night. So that's an appointed, that's a certain time. If I tell you to meet me at a certain time, then that captures the moment. So this vision would be in the night, meaning at the height of Esau, and misinformation and disinformation is on display. They go back to the book of Job, the 10th chapter, speak about that land of darkness, right? So this vision would be readily available when needed most. That's when you need vision. That's when you need light the most, when it's dark. You need mercy the most when it's all hell about to break. So this vision would be readily available, made accessible, right, here in the night. Well,
And it says oracle prophecy, divine communication.
see, divine communication. This is how the vision is on display. Do this, yeah, this divine communication. Hey, that's why the ministry is set up in the forum is what? Speaking words, comments on the comment board, skillful adding. Everything revolves around words. Even the damn scoffers and stories. They have idle words. But ultimately, the Lord showed himself in the form of a communication, a divine communication. And what makes it divine? The fact that it forecasts. That's the highest form of intellect like the possession, man. The ability to see the future. That's why Noah in the record. That through the Spirit, man. So now we here, in our case that we present, is concerned in the coming event, future event. Matter of fact, you know what? Go to, since you got the blue letter on, right? Go to Revelation, the 19th chapter. We're going to look up that word, prophet. Anybody got a precept? Come on.
Book of St. John, chapter 3 and verse 19, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light.
Yeah, see that? Men love darkness. I'm interested in this. Darkness. Let's just do this real quick. Come on, let's get this real quick. Yeah, that word prophet. Yeah, you can read the precept too.
All right, this is Revelation 19 to 10. And it says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said to me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Right. So now, let's look up that word prophet. Hey, that's a cornerstone precept right there, man. It pretty much gives you insight into what the ministry is all about, what the testimony should center on, prophet. So you see a guy speaking about other groups constantly, and voicing his displeasure for his ex group, then that means he's not in the spirit of Yahweh. Because at some point, even if you're disgruntled about anything, the spirit of, at some point you're going to get around to the missiles and the logic.
All right, this is prophecy, the etymology. it say a discourse emanating from divine inspiration and declaring the purpose of the Most High.
Right, so that's the very essence of prophecy. It's a discourse emanating from what? Divine inspiration. And that goes back to Job. For example, I think that's Job 36 chapter. It speaks about the inspiration of the Almighty. And it's heavy to go to the word inspiration. It really goes back to our breath. Right? Yeah, inspire, respiration. See, go ahead.
And it says, reproving and admonishing.
This comes with prophecy or prophesying. Reproving, admonishing. Go ahead.
It said, whether by reproving and admonishing the wicked.
The wicked. So you have to get on Esau. But it goes on to say,
or confronting the afflicted.
Yeah, or comforting the afflicted. So the duality, right, of our presentation is on the one hand, we what? We condemn Esau by telling him his fate as touching his many offenses. But on the flip side, we comfort the afflicted. The afflicted is who? The elect. It starts with the elect. Right, those who mourn, those who sigh and cry for the abomination.
Or revealing things hidden.
See, revealing hidden things. That goes back to Amos the 3rd chapter. You got that? Come on.
Chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord's power would do nothing,
right.
but he revealed his secrets.
Right, the hidden things. See, right?
Unto his servants the prophets.
Right, and what contributes to the prophecy being secret? Because they're in the future. Institute and mandate of Quran. When you actually going to have shipping stations set up, there's going to be an event that was foretold by the prophet. So it's going to settle with the prophet.
About the great day or the check of trouble.
Right.
You know, that's good. That's scripture is good. Think about martial law, the FEMA camp, the race wars, the class wars.
Yep.
You know, the hour temptation speaking on the Karaza.
Famine.
You know, the famine. You see, pestilence. But when you go in the second Ezra of the 16th chapter, kind of like 18, it speaks about that great day being born in, all right, and war and pestilence and evil and destruction.
Right.
This is the beginning of sorrow, man. You know, that's what, that's scripture events. All right, this book telling you what to come. By who? By the prophet, as he revealed his secret. You know, we go to Deuteronomy 29. Right? We belong to him. See? But he revealed to his servant, the prophet, going back to about earlier in John 15, how he the things that he made known, the Father made known to him,
Right.
he had made known unto us. They're going to the secret, but the secret is what? Prophecy. You see?
You know what that definition?
Yeah, it was,
Oh no, that was it right there.
This is 1 Corinthians 14:1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that you may prophesy.
that's it. And we may prophesy. See, that's what it's all about. All right, Ezekiel 35. Just our face against our sin. What? Prophesy against it. Look at it. See, you're not in the spirit of your house, but the spirit of prophecy. What spirit you in? See? So you must come out and prophesy. And the target is on who? He. He's the main prophet. He's the main source. You see? So we have to come out here and prophesy against the downfall of America. Because how our kingdom gonna come? We're gonna be the way of him going down.
Yeah, really, anything else is beating the air. You're not connected. You're just out here all over the place. So this should be a
Shadow boxing.
Right, exactly. There's a target, like the brother said. We have identified and targeted the offender.
That's it.
Oh, that goes back to 2 Thessalonians, right? wicked shall be revealed. And that actually goes back to Genesis, the 4th chapter. When Cain made the statement, whomsoever shall find me shall slay me. Yeah, that's the chronological order as touching the fate of Esau, man. Before he's destroyed, before he's slayed, he's going to be found out. He's going to be searched out. The spirit of power,
Exposed.
right. Well, the scripture speaks about it's for a king to search out the matter. Yep, come on.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 4. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who have hardened himself against him and have prospered.
Right. And most notable, Pharaoh. Remember Pharaoh hardened himself? But why did Pharaoh harden himself? He was reacting. He was reacting to the report from Moses and Aaron. So that's the same with Esau. See? Esau hardened himself, right? Who shall bring me? Matter of fact, can we get that real quick? Let's tie the two parties together. Yeah, we can get that also. What's that? Romans, Romans 11. Yeah, let's get that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault for who have resisted his will? He says, nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against the heavenly Father? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it?
Right, the thing formed. And that thing, in this case, is concerning Esau's being, his existence. This mountain, right, that mountain, and the summit of the mountain really being his throne, America, Babylon the Great. That was actually shaped and formed by the Lord. How can you resist, how can you reply against the one who set you up? See? Oh, there's also Isaiah the 10th chapter.
He gonna start at 16.
Okay, cut, yep. Yeah, cut.
It's Romans 9 and verse 16. So then, it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth.
Right, oh, like Esau, for an example. He think he's going to wheel and run. He's going to, right. Yeah, he think he's going to.
They're vagabond, you know.
Right, yeah. He's going to wheel and run himself to establish his authority. The New World Order. He's going to create technology to put everybody on one frequency.
Bushini speech that he made about the New World Order, and it will come.
That's what he died, right? Yeah, he was on his deathbed. He poured his son up. Better make it work. Yeah, in his last death. But it's not going to work. He's going to wake up in the kingdom, man.
That's it.
The kingdom awaits. Yeah, go ahead.
What are the heavenly Father that showeth mercy?
But it's the Most High showing mercy. So the Lord said he will yet to Israel. So no matter what Esau do, Esau, a lot of this accusing that comes from Satan, right, is driven by him trying to get the birthright. Yeah, he's looking at, like, look at the people, look at him. Yeah, he's going all out. That's why the Lord said, look, if the heavens cease from before me, then I will cast off Israel from being my people.
That's why he got that perpetual hatred. He said, my father devil that hand, then when I
in his not knowing that the Lord bring them spirits back. And they're going to come right back in their life. So Esau just fighting them. They're losing battle. But you can see the dynamic with Cain and that dreadful, he dreaded being found out and facing, right, the reality of his faith. These devils go through length trying to hide who he is, man. Yep, come on.
For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
Yeah, see that? So you see the connection? So Pharaoh was raised up by the Lord himself to fulfill the plans of Yahweh. And you see where the Lord is comparing these devils to Pharaoh. What? What?
That I might show my power in thee.
Right, so the Lord going to show his power through America. The destruction is going to be a form of the Lord showing his power, giving you a glimpse into his power. Well, that's the same reason he raised Pharaoh. So he could send forth the plagues that would be recorded, documented, hence what? And to the lure of Yahweh Ba'Shem. Right? Hey, you need a worthy opponent. You set them up, you raise them up, you build that sand castle just to just kick it down, man. You have something up?
Just going back, you see how this devil reacting to the report saying he's not gonna get, not gonna fall. This is Obadiah verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
Yeah, that's dealing with Esau, man. Across the board. And because this man has the ability to take flight, or he actually dwell in clefts of the rock. Like these different buildings here in Babylon the Great, they serve as a replica of his habitat. This is Esau in his natural habitat. Up in mountains and rock, you go to the zoo, you have to have the habitat, right? You got the monkeys, you got to set up where the monkeys can sleep. Right. Yeah. So this is the natural habitat of Esau. That's why he got rocks buildings.
Remind him of the cave.
Yeah, it's the cave.
Look what we're walking on.
Right, concrete, like walking up through petrol, man.
That's it.
You got them pillars everywhere. You go to court or something, you go to the authorities and figure it's a reminder that you're under Esau. You got pillars in the courthouse. It's petrol.
That's it, man. Yeah, I got something real quick.
Yeah, come on, yeah, we'll bounce around. We'll bounce around. Come on.
You got it.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
All right, this is second Esdras 15.
It's gonna be 10 to 12.
Okay, you got a mouthful.
Yeah, you got to talk about Egypt. That's why I said Egypt.
Okay, now come on, yeah, listen.
It says, that salve in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So just going back to that reaction, so that means somebody told him. Ain't nobody just gonna say that out of nowhere.
Right.
Somebody told him he was gonna fall.
Right.
So this is their reaction.
Yeah, you can't say, I'm not going to miss this shot. But, you know, you got to have the basketball. You got to, and somebody got to be against you in that case for you to even make that statement. So Esau is reacting to the report, man. Out of pride, he's saying, no, I will not be taken back. Just like Pharaoh. See? Just like Pharaoh. Pharaoh received the report, and the Lord hardened his heart. Hey, because even right before he was drowned, and that spirit you opened up with that war in heaven, before he was drowned in that sea, which is the war, that's a replica of the war in heaven, he pursued Israel. Right? Him and his army, they pursued Israel. That's why you know, before this war in heaven, Esau going to come down with great wrath. Again, through his chariots, through his military, he's going to pursue Israel again. He's going to persecute us. That word persecute is going to pursue.
All right, this is second Esdras 15 to 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
See that? So you see what America refers to as Egypt. Man. Really, their system. There's a connection with Pharaoh, right, and Esau, man. And what's one of the similarities? Well, for one, this is the place of our captivity. These are oppressors. Right. Spiritual evil. Yeah.
And it says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Right. See that? So the Lord going to visit America just like he visited Egypt. Yeah. Right. For an example, we're going to be blackouts. And that's already in the records. You got whistleblowers that already came out as touching the strategic nature of these man-made, going to be man-made blackouts. Right, the EMPs will have block. Yeah, which EMP more so of an attack. But you're going to have, there's going to be rather out of lack of resources and energy, but ultimately going back to prophecy. whatever the circumstance, the result's going to be power out. It's going to be in certain pockets. But they say it's even going to be 2 to 3 day national blackouts all over, man. And they gave you a glimpse of that up in New York a while back on the East Coast. Remember it was a blackout? Right? I believe even Jay-Z named the album Blackout. Like, it was all
Made the movie too, where Prodigy was in.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, for that blackout. Hey, that dramatizes, that contributes to the intensity. Right? Because it's one thing to be vulnerable with lights on.
The tracks.
Edomites, yeah. The band of Edomites coming through. Like in the ancient world, that's when you see the band of like, fuck out of here, man.
And what it's going to say, rejoice.
Well, you said somebody go put them in chains, man.
How they get loose?
Well, how they get loose? Because every time you see them, it's just a bad taste in your mouth. Like they were squatting, remember the Indian Removal Act? You look up, they squatting in your yard and just waiting on the telegram to come through with this bitch, Andrew Jackson's gonna clear them from just taking your shit. Yep, come on.
And it says, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
Right, and one of the most notable plagues is the famine, man. That's how the Lord's going to combat the pride of you Americans. With a severe famine, it's going to be a humbling and sobering experience.
That's it.
Then you shall know that I am the Lord, man. Because the average person not concerned with the God of the Bible. Right? And guess what? Good. Right? That's another thing. Think not that he's trying to persuade you. No, it's the elect, and it gets to a point where timing have to go into your equation. Because you got these guys talking about the new covenant. But hold on, how much time you think you got, man? Right? Because, hey, time is a factor. Scripture say a wise man discern both time and judgment. So as we close in on the Quran, you mean to tell me there's going to be a scraggler out there waiting on a couple of disgruntled guys out of Mississippi to give them the life? It don't make sense. You got to have the feel for time as well. They say what? Measure, that's the spirit again, right? That's the spirit. They say measure the time diligently in itself.
That's it, bro. That's going straight up.
Yeah, you can't cross, right? You can't be in lines crossed. Like, come on.
All right, it says, 2 Ezra 9 and 1.
Yeah, it's my turn.
I pick up what you had.
All right, so it's 9 and 1. Man, you see how motherfucking athlete coming on the whole
What's the second Ezra?
Yeah, a lot of you guys just caught out there. Okay. You got to have the instinct. Life, you have to have life. The instinct to know what time and season. It tells you that in 1 Thessalonians 5th chapter.
Yeah, that's what it did. Yeah.
Knowing the time and oh look, I see the day waning to an end. And you keep telling me, no, the day is not before. This time itself is that the wonder is getting smaller and smaller for you guys to conjure up some new ministry.
It depending on how much time you got left, or you think you got left, your whole attitude changes.
Yeah, it's centered around time. I thought we went into that a while back.
Yeah, when they did the study going on.
The older people about to die.
Yeah, the older people that's about to die, they choose friends over everything. They choose relationships over everything, over money. They value that more. As opposed to 21-year-old.
You sit on somebody.
Huh?
Yeah, you just sit on somebody's whole relationship. Because instinctively, yeah, you got time. You're not committed to that.
It's a perception of time. You don't even know if you got that time in reality.
Yeah.
But it is, the scripture tells us we ain't got that much time. The Lord says, tarry not. You know, we're supposed to watch. Hey, man, we ain't got a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's the book of Romans 13, jumping down to verse 11. It says, and now, it's like in that during the that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Right, there's a point where you're going to close in on this salvation. You don't have all the time in the world at this point, right? That's where that sense of urgency kicks in. And just to add to the elder point, we know what time we are based upon this hope. The signs, they serve as what? Indicators. So again, like you have spirit jump on the apostle house, for example. Time to time they say, yeah, just come out spiritual. Yeah, man, we might have no more than 6 months to a year, right? That's not just him speaking in the flesh, man. That's him considering where we at in this process, how close we are. It might be based upon a report. You get an article where you see these devils one step closer to the mark. How much time you think you got now?
We got long.
Right. Yeah, that's so that your doctrines don't make sense out there.
They put the brain chips in.
Yeah. It's already in here. The miracles of the beast. Yeah, Esau already got the technology to really, the infrastructure set up is in place.
That's beautiful, but like I say, that set measure had to be fulfilled. See, prophecy got to go as it was spoken. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be that domino effect. You know, but it say he told us to measure the time, right? Meaning what we have to get ourselves in order. That's how we measure the time. This is itself. Our famous clock. You know what I'm saying? Take a trouble close. So what we see the events that go on. You know what I'm saying? How he passes certain laws and certain policies. You know, how he making it hard for Jake, you know what I'm saying, to do certain things. Oh yeah, I know where we at. But like I say, they started not to push that mass again. So here it is, we know we headed to the second lockdown. We know after the second lockdown, it ain't gonna go back normal.
Oh, the Lord said that in John 11 chapter, if you shut up, you can hinder him. That's gonna be that lock. That's a form of that lockdown. Shutting you up, closing you off, restricting you. But hey, once these things happen, you can't say you got more time on your hands. You gotta have to react. You got 10 seconds on the clock. You running a certain offense now. You ain't just walking the ball up. But yeah, you got that's what you guys doing. You walking the ball up the floor and the clock ticking, right? And we in position.
Right.
We guarding you. We done trapped you. We got a sense of urgency. The clock ran out on you. You guys lost a sense of time, man. Again, when you go into the record, the scriptures say that. Time, a wise man consider both time and judgment. You could have got that off in 2012, maybe. Maybe, the new country probably had a little footing, maybe. Hey, but even then, we was looking for the corrupt. We was looking for the
That's it.
yes. Even then, we was still on the edge of our seat. So, fuck out of here.
Forget about it.
Yeah, so, come on.
Come on, 2 Ezra 9:1. Measure thou so like he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the height will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, understanding goes hand in hand with the fulfilling of prophecy, which all revolves around time in itself. The time, Lord have a certain time for prophecy to unfold. Like when the scripture speaks about Israel going into those ships, it was the time that had to accommodate.
This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there's a season and a time to every person, a time for every purpose under the heaven.
Right, yep. Oh, which in this case, right, the purpose is speaking about is discipline. That's the time reserved for this. Famine, all hell breaking loose. Well,
It says a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
right, it was a time when America was born. Now that's not just exclusively talking about America. For an example, the birth of America falls under that. umbrella. So it was a time, right? Prophet speaks about Babylon the Great. So it was a time that accommodated, that facilitated that work.
That daughter about it.
Right. It was a time where it came to life, but it's also a time where it died. But you see, what's the common theme? That time. Well,
And it says a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up.
right. Really, there's a duality even into that. Because as the Lord tear down America and Esau, he's simultaneously building up Israel.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? What's that, 1 Samuel? That's one that comes about the second chapter. I will raise up the poor from the dunghill and sit among princes and inhabit my throne of glory. So simultaneously, right, Esau is being brought low. The destruction phase, and you got to qualify that too, like destruction, that is a process. Yeah, it's going to have a climax, but destruction is a process, man. So why? When you destruct something, you take the structure away. So that's why you see America beginning to crumble and wither. But simultaneously, the house of David is under construction. And that's usually what happens. You build a building, right? You have the demolition period, but it works hand in hand with the building, right? It kind of goes hand in hand. Yeah, because at this time you got the real estate company. They already own the site. It's already laid out. They now ready to build and it's being put out. Right, yeah, the blueprint.
That's how it is. You know, as you say, they shall build. That's what the Lord said, He's going to throw it down.
Yeah, he gonna tear down. Yep.
It's a time and a purpose for everything. You got to
Yeah, that's how we know where we at. We can't tell you the exact date. But as the scripture says, we know what season it is.
That's it. That was battle, that was count. All right, knowing what season we in.
Yeah, but the season changed.
You got what? Spring, fall, or summer.
And what does the season represent symbolically? The rulership.
That's it.
And there's nothing you can do to stop that process. You can't stop summer from coming in. You don't have the power in your hand to do that.
Even Nebuchadnezzar had to learn it the hard way. Well, that's why he say when you go into what is it, Daniel 4:17, he said this decreed by the watcher, and commanded by the Holy One, that the tenth of the living may know, that who is the most high ruler in the kingdom of men. You know? Because he had to learn it the hard way. Because he thought he was going to rule forever. He got bold. What the Lord do? The Lord cast him into the wilderness 7 years.
Turn it into a beast. Yeah.
Turn into a beast. And then after that, look, this how cold the Lord is. He put him back on the throne.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now this the work of the Lord, man. You know, this the power that we serve. This power is finna send Yahweh shot back, man. You know, here's a power to be reckoned with. Will you not fear me? You know, this is what the Lord is saying. You gotta,
Hold on, real quick. You have to go back to that point too, right? Just like you can't change the season, you can't change the power.
you can't change the power.
You can't change who's going to occupy the palace. So just like summer, what the Lord said, summer is not, that represents life and habitation, the kingdom. That's coming, man. And Esau, he's not really built for, even physically, he's not really built for the summer. He needs
Suntan lotion.
suntan, yeah, he's more best suited for the winter. Time of death. So he's not really in agreement because that season is not favorable for him. Seeing that he will be at the bottom. But he can't stop it. So that's why, again, the scripture gives you that illustration of the season in the same breath with the removal and setting up a king. It's just like you can't stop the season, you damn sure can't stop the next regime that's set to come and rule.
AI.
Yeah, right, yeah, God,
That's
that's one of the desperate attempts.
That's what it's done.
Yeah.
You think that he could program a robot to defeat the Lord? That's where it all comes from. How do we make something great enough to defeat the Lord because we came in these mortal bodies through it.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, keep going.
This is Daniel chapter 2, and verse 21.
That's it.
And he changes the time and season. He removed kings and set up kings.
Whoa.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise
Right.
and
Oh,
knowledge.
that proves right there that wisdom from the Lord has everything to do with being brief concerning removing and setting up a food. That's why Yahweh Shai sent forth his disciples and said, what? Go therefore and preach, the kingdom is at hand. Read that again from the top.
And he changeth the times and seasons. He removed kings and set up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
So the changing of seasons and times is in the same breath as moving, setting up the king. See? So that's the Lord giving you a glimpse into that jurisdiction being above your strength. You can't stop it. You're at mercy of the season. So,
Ephesians 1 and 10. Ephesians 1 and 10. That in the dispensation of the fullness of times, he might gather together in one all things in Yahweh Shai, both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him. If I may, already in the NLT. And this is the plan. At the right time, he will bring everything together under the authority of Yahweh Shai. It's all about the time. It says fulfillment of time, reach the right time, dismiss, you know it all. Heavenly Father orchestrated time. Determination, that word the brother mentioned earlier, dealing with termination. It means you have to end. You have to set end. You just walk in the line. Time is moving forward. So it's in our favor.
oh yeah, time is proven to be Esau's biggest thing. So you can't get around it. Time, everything revolves around time. Esau needs more time. And we pay this time to fly.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 36. And in verse 6. So like verse 8. Hold on, Salah. Yeah, verse 8. It says, make the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wonderful works.
See that? That's a beautiful piece of work. That's an act of mercy. The Lord making the time short. That's how it's not from that well. So, hey, that proves that everything revolves around time. You can't do it sight of time. Now all of a sudden you operate in the flesh. You dance to the beat of your own drum. You're driven by your own calculations. No, you can't forget about time. How much time you think this fucking devil got, man? It's according to you guys, you really want us to settle in and forget about Esau. Don't even consider the dangers of the so-called white man. You bicker back and forth while the serpent creeping up on you.
Who the Lord is mad at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right, yeah. Yeah, the anger of the Lord that's coming against us is beginning to shift toward Esau, man. I was walking my people, right? Yep.
He said, I have given thee over to thy hand.
Right,
And further let you know that the Most High ruler. You know, to my he is. Like I say, I give, I take it away, I rule, I heal. I Yahweh do all things.
True.
Because that key word is given as he gave him the earth given to him. You know, because through the curses, we were on 26 to 8. Look, we were sold to the nation. But he just said what he has given thee into thy hands. You know? So guess what the Lord going to do now? He's going to take us out of his hands. You know?
Job chapter 20 and verse 4. Knowing thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Right, yeah, this man triumphing is short, man. But a short season. So that's what the Lord gave this nigga really as a consolation, to console him. Because the judgment he's about to be faced with, man. Oh, okay. My punishment is greater than I can bear, man. So the Lord consoled him with this quick moment, right? Moment in time. Yep, go ahead.
And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
Right, who that talking about, man? When you take a step back in the sense, you saw everything is in an effort to promote being exalted. Again, planes, the buildings, these cliffs, right? Space stations, I was going to say. Scripture referred to as nests. Really, when you go into that idea of those nests, place to store weapons, thus bringing more and more proof that Esau is the so-called right. Right? This man got fucking trash up in the heavens, man. I wouldn't be surprised if McDonald's goddamn cup. Yeah. Fucking devil, man. Yeah. His sins have reached into the heavens, even on that level. Nigga defecating and shit out in the heavens, man.
Lord has enough.
Yeah. Yeah. His wickedness has ran its course. Has exceedingly through the planet Earth, reached its climax. Now it's time for the Lord to come and pluck it.
Hold my tongue on Lord.
Right. So the wickedness, like we'll hold our tongue, yeah? That's the prophets coming out and declaring the judgment that's laid up. Yep, come on out.
And his head reaching to the clouds.
Right, his head reaching to the cloud. That's a multi-fold scripture as well. Again, this man has he has them space stations, but then those heads, they're going to actually go up into the clouds as well, escape the wrath of the Lamb. But also, the element of that is his pride. That's a saying in the world. Get your head out the cloud. Right. That goes into a stretch forth neck. Yeah, go ahead.
Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Right, out of all the pride, out of all the boasting in his military prowess, his technology, guess what? He's going to be destroyed. Read that part again.
Yet he shall perish forever.
Right, he's going to perish forever, man. And his takedown is going to be violent. Go ahead.
Like his own dung. They which have seen him.
Man, this thing, it's scary how vivid the scripture is. Because, hey, this is a living document. Right now, especially in America, Babylon the Great, your own dung, you flush it. It looked like a whirlwind. Right? That's how this man going down.
They say it's circling the dragon.
Right, oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Circling the dragon. With that force, the Lord is going to take down America.
That's it.
Right? Thus said the Bible. Go ahead.
It says, they which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Right, yeah, that's dealing with Esau, man. There's going to be a point where you're not going to see the so-called white man parading and pressing through the streets. After the destruction, you're going to be kept in homes. Right? He's going to have to perform the task of being slave.
That's it.
And you're not going to see him again. And that's Esau's worst fit. That's why y'all always talking about dinosaurs and extinct animals. He's going to be the dinosaur. Go ahead.
He shall fly away as a dream, and he shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Right, he's going to be chased away as a vision in the night, man. And the Lord, how the Lord going to do that? Through those winds. The scriptures speak about the winds that blow off away the chaff. If somebody can get that, yeah, get that real quick. That's going to be the Lord literally chasing this man off, man. And also, somebody get Job 38. I believe it's Job 38 around the 19th verse. Go ahead, huh?
This is Psalms chapter 1. And I started at 1. It said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand up in the way of sinners, nor sit up in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
Right, which is this doctrine, man, in its perfection. That's our delight. Really, in the prophecy. We delight in the will of Yahweh Shah being executed. See, go ahead.
And in his law doeth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season.
Time. Yeah.
His leaf shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so.
Right, that's dealing with Esau. You're going right back into this contrast, right? Jacob versus Esau. Oh, even the Lord himself. Remember in Malachi, first chapter? The Lord said, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated. Go ahead.
It says the ungodly are not so, but are like the child which the wind driveth away.
Right, which the wind driveth away. That's the Lord chasing away Esau, right? The chaff being Esau, the wind being the dark side for the destruction. See? And that's the very reason behind Yahweh being lifted up. And the doctrine going for is to declare the fall of Esau. Matter of fact, did you get Job 38? Go ahead.
Job 38, verse 19.
Not verse 10.
Okay, it's like Job 38 and 10. And break up for
Matter of fact, jump up. I think the 9th verse.
this Job 38 and 9. When I made the cloud the garment thereof, and the thick darkness a swaddling band for it, and break up for it my decreed place.
My decreed place. What we read is a dark sand, man. And this is concerning power, which is all decreed by Yahweh Shah. You're going to see that as we read on. Go ahead.
And set bars and doors, and said, hitherto shalt thou come, but no further.
Read that again.
Hitherto.
Read it again from the top.
Okay. And said, hitherto, start at 10. Job 38 and 10, and break up for it my decreed place, and set bars and doors.
Right, and set bars and doors. What bars and doors represent? Coming and going. So when you consider these kingdoms and empires, they had a time to rule, they came and they went. Oh, that's in the book of Ecclesiastes, the first chapter. One generation come, and another generation comes. Right? That's from bars and doors. Well,
and said, hitherto shalt thou come.
right, so you come to a certain point in your rulership, well,
but no further.
uh-huh.
And here shall thy proud ways be stayed.
See, and what those proud ways represent Esau, man, and his possession. Yeah, that sounds like a 280-pound fat nigga woman, bitch. Not a McDonald's. Right, yeah. It smells the stench. Right. Yeah, well, no salt on that. Yeah, making a healthy, like thick stench.
There's some black sauce.
But give me an extra, no salt, but make it an extra barbecue sauce. And that's why they wild beasts. That they come through, you know what I mean?
They all they eat.
Yep. Yep, go ahead,
It says, hast thou commanded the morning since thy days, and caused the day spring to know his place?
Right. And that morning represents Yahweh Shah, man, the return of Yahweh Shah. Do you know when it's going to happen? No. That's why you have a thief element to his return. So scriptures are asking a question, man. Go ahead.
That it might take hold of the ends of
And
the
that
earth.
lets you know that that morning ain't a regular morning. Because this morning is going to take hold of the ends of the earth, right? And who is the end of the earth synonymous with? Esau. Right. So this morning is going to take hold of the ends of the earth. And what is going to do with it?
That the wicked might be shaken out of it.
See that the wicked might be shaken out of it. How is that going to be accomplished through the milk? That's how Esau is going to be shaken from the ends of the earth. He's going to be removed and uprooted from the seat of power. Right, so what we just read again is a dark saying concerning this destruction and how it's going to be that morning, Yahweh shot in his word that's going to begin the process. The sequence of events, right, the sequence of events starts off with his testimony. That's why it said in that morning is going to be an effort to shake the wicked from out of his place. See? Right, so that was it on that. Unless anybody got something? Now, come on.
This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 22. Fear ye not me, saith the Lord. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which I place the sand for the bounds of the sea?
Right, the sand for the bound of the sea, man. The sea represents the people and the nations that's taking their time to rule. So the sand of the sea was set up to serve as a cutoff point, a restriction. Where?
It says by a perpetual decree.
By a what?
By a perpetual decree.
Right. So the Lord sanctioned who's to rule and who's not to rule. The Lord decreed who will occupy the power seat and who will be taken from it. It's by way of that perpetual decree. This is
It says that it cannot pass.
right, see that it cannot pass. So the so-called white man can't pass. Oh, that's Revelation, the 9th chapter. That's touching that year, that month, hour, day, even down to the millisecond. It's already written that this man can't pass. When that expiration date is upon him, he can't add another cubit to his statute.
And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail.
Right, and the waves represent the people, and in particular Esau. He's tossing himself right now. He have grown he have grown restless, and is out of what? That desperation to try to establish a new world order. Oh, we often go into that. The new world order is out of desperation. It's not like an added initiative out of 20. Yep, all right, come on.
It says, though they roar,
Right, though they roar, they're going into his legislation, his laws, will eventually, they will morph into a draconian approach. Go ahead.
yet can they not pass over.
Right, you can't pass over that bound as the Lord said. So let's just say if the Lord have a date set up at 2024, 2025, whatever the Lord set up, he can't pass over that date. He can scratch and claw all he wants, man. But there's nothing he can do. Yep, come on.
All right, this is Job 14:5. And it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Right, the Lord controls this man's time. Hey, just like your breath, every breath that you take is with the Lord. The Lord sanctions your next breath. So you can apply that to Esau's years. That's such a leadership. His months is with the Lord.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
It's bound. There was a boundary.
He said boundaries on.
Yeah, that's those gates and doors that we read in Job. Lord got the key to it.
They're reaching a lot of boundaries, even this year with debt. You know, every other day, every other year, you hear about Esau having a debt clock. Yeah, what was it, debt clock and debt ceiling. Every other year, they pass the debt ceiling. know, when America first came around, they ain't had these issues like they do. They were just writing constitutions and walking around proud and slaves and galore. And now it's a complete transition. If the so-called founding forefathers are here today, they be holding their head, gasping, man, because they could see that all the luxury, all of the, you know, the freedom of being a young country starting up, that's all gone, man.
It's like they might pass those feelings, but they ain't gonna pass that time to rule.
That's it.
Yeah, they pass. Yeah, they
Imaginary.
but this boundary which concerned this man ruling, he would not be able to pass.
Hey, I got one real.
Well, it tells you that in Lazarus and the Rich Man, there's a gulf fixed. Yeah, but,
Hey, look, check this joint out. This is Psalms 2 and 4. It said, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision.
Right.
He got them in derision. He got them in trick bag.
You know, like it's a malfunction. Right, that's what it is with you right now. Before the motherfucker get COVID, it's a malfunction. You know what happened? Like the car, right? You see the malfunction. Yeah, thing happened with it, and you come to the conclusion, oh, it's in. It's over.
Right.
The brakes squeaking. That's Esau right now. The brakes squeaking. Squeaking is what? It's shouting out in the form of email, medical misinformation email. Every brother up there ain't got it. Right? A hate speech email. That's those brakes squeaking. Crying out. Right? Yeah, go ahead. It's like, let's get it real quick.
It's pretty much saying the same thing, but just going back to that ultimately the Lord let you know that Esau his efforts was to no avail. This is Psalm 37, and I started at verse 12. It says, the wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he sealed that his day is coming.
The day coming, and there's nothing you can do to add another day. Right. So how about you outside got a day? Oh, that what happened with the feast of Belshazzar. Like that mirrored now, man. Because why? They was partying, drinking, they was doing everything how I said. Then they started writing on the wall. This really the writing on the wall now. The wall, the set watching them, the tower, the writing, the prophecies, the decree. Yep, come on.
This is Psalms 49 and 11.
And can I say too, you see it's a formula with the Lord's visitation. Before he take that kingdom down, it's proclaimed.
That's it.
Really, so it's always a writing on the wall effect. Because that decree got to come out. Oh, then can I say too, I want to add to this. Right, so just want to add to that point as well. The hand, there was a hand that appeared. Right, so that hand represents, Yahweh Shai, man. Right? The spirit of prophecy always comes until the Lord acts. The hand of the Lord is so first. That's like a bad nickname. A mafia turns out you're a boss. That's in the hand. That's in the hand. The hand coming in and being his own.
Alright, this is Psalms 49 and 11. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Right, that's the thoughts of these devils, man. That they're going to continue forever. They believe that they're going to press the reset button and they're going to continue to rule and rule and rule and rule. Yeah. And Daddy Bush going to come back with a fucking baby. A fucking Edomite baby, and this little bitch going to go back up. Rule over them. Suit, skull and bone, go to a university, come up through the ranks, or whatever,
Everything ran out technology.
Right, but he gonna come back, he gonna be screaming in the womb. When he break out, he have to come out the womb. Hey, that double, man, that double heavy, man.
Hit his ass right back to the spirit.
Right, and yes, the Lord say gonna, the payback gonna be double. The devil's gonna come back knowing, man.
It says, Psalms 49:11.
Only in hell, oh no, I'm thinking about that. The last with the rich man, right? In hell, he saw open his eyes, man. He's gonna be cocking up there. He gonna, oh shit. I can see him. It's gonna be eerie. He's trying to go back in the womb.
Yeah, run back up and down. It's over with.
Yeah, you're gonna come into hell, man. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be hell. For Israel, for the Edomites. Go ahead.
You're going to be looking for his sword.
Yeah. What am I going to get? You know? We can't find it, you know?
You saw without a sword, man. That's a sad sight.
It's sweet how, they say, people, have,
Oh, yep. The sword.
Because in the government, they have to use that shit as guard to.
They're gonna be working.
Be working like a motherfucker. Yeah. I don't know how they gonna make it.
Yeah, that double gonna be heavy.
Have a goal. 49:11. Now it was thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They call their land after their own name. So it's his faith. All right. Revelation 13:9. God.
That's the time when he saw everyone. The Lord speaking, and boom, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So as you can see, come on.
Nahum 1 and 2. Yahweh is jealous. Yahweh is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger, great in power, and will not acquit the wicked. This is what Esau looking for, that acquittal. You know, if he can't prolong without the Lord changing his mind about it. The Lord just ain't gonna quit him, and then let him go. Let him go not guilty, right? It said the Lord hath, we should go into judgment. You got acquittals going on. There's a sentence against Esau. It says, the Lord hath his way in the whirlwind, and in the storm, and in the clouds, are the dust of his feet. He rebuketh the sea, and maketh it dry up, and drieth all the rivers. You know, one thing about the sea, which we know, that they got bounds. Right? The Lord set bounds for the sea. The Lord set bounds for the rivers. The Lord set bounds for the ocean. The land stopped here and the sea stopped there. And they meet in the middle. In certain seas, you can see it, where it's the Atlantic meets the, what is it, Pacific, or I forget how.
There's certain bodies of water where
It's a line.
yeah, line, one of them salt,
One of them salt, one of them bread. And they go on and say, Bashan languisheth in Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. Right after he's talking about, he commands the ocean and the seas to have their borders and set up. He commands nations. Bashan and Carmel, these are the places where kingdoms work. So if he set bounds for waters, he set bounds for the heavens, right? He set bounds everywhere. How much more so kingdoms? They say the mountains shall quake at him and the hills melt. The earth is burned at his presence. Yea, the world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his indignation? And who can abide in his fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out without mixture. His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. So, you know, that indignation, that wrath that the Lord has on Esau. Yeah, well, they can't understand.
Wow.
Man.
Hey, the wrath and the judgment that the Lord poured out without mixture.
They gonna know why he live by pain.
Yeah, they shall know. Yeah, they shall know.
Understand? You understand right now, you understand later.
AI robots, all y'all.
You know how your parents whoop your ass, say this for your good, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? They beat your ass like this for your good. You understand later when you get grown, why you get your ass tore up now. Same way you eat. Two-thirds gonna have to learn the hard way too.
Exactly. Two-thirds gonna suffer the same fate as you.
That's it. Where's that hand join the hand, the bigger shit not doing the murders. Jake gonna have to learn the hard way. Got to deal by pain.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 4. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who have guarded himself against him and have prospered, which removeth the mountains when they know not.
Right, the Lord removes the mountains. Right? Oh, she said, I don't understand. She said, the Lord removes the mountains and they know not. And because the Lord has a strange way of going about bringing his judgment. And it can...
They go into how the wicked shall not be
Understand,
done.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Lord, you got a way about going about it being, man. And what contributes to the strangeness of the Lord, executing it is parabolic. That contributes to the strangeness of the Lord, and it's fearful. Instead of telling you, yeah, man, I'm about to blow your head off, I said poetry. Guard your thought patterns, or they all over the place. You say something. Right? Hey, that reminds me of that Jumanji. You roll the dice and then it's so.
You can read in the ball and shit.
Yeah, it'll read it, but you have to figure it out. So that's so y'all cold the Lord is, man. He's telling you he's about to destroy this place, but it's in the form of poetry. Right?
It says, which removeth the mountains, and they know not, which overturneth them in his anger.
Right, in his anger. The anger of the Lord is going to be on display in the form of World War III. Right? He's going to overturn this place. The violent takedown of America. What scriptures say, as that stone cast into the sea, thus with great violence, Babylon will be taken down. You could go right now. You don't have to go to a physical sea. Go to wherever a body of water is and throw a rock in it. Or you can fill up a sink, throw a pebble in it. You're going to see that vibration. You're going to see those waves. Right? That's how those missiles, when they hit ground zero, you're going to see that wave. See? Good, huh? Yeah, so let's go. Let's take an
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 20. O Lord, Yahweh Shalom Shah, thou that dwellest in everlastingness.
Right, and that's above your strength. Let that sink in. Wrap your mind around that. The entity that dwells in everlasting.
Sets bound for everybody else.
Right, yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's the separation. That's why he's the power. I got no bounds, but you do. You got a time you're born, you die. You can't lay that at the foot of God by Shemaiah.
Which beholdeth from above things in the heaven and in the air.
Yeah, you have to look up at the things in the air. Lord, he holds it from above. He looked down at the things.
Whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the hosts of angels stand with trembling, whose service is conversant in wind and fire, whose word is true.
See, whose word is true, right?
And sayings constant, whose commandment is strong and ordinance fearful, whose look drive up the depths.
Read that again.
Whose look drive up the depths.
Right, the look of the Lord, man. That's the prophecy, which are conveyed by the prophets, right? As it is written, the prophet is known as seer. So the look of the Lord is what's going to drive up the depth. What's the depth? This kingdom, the valley. The depth is the low land. This is the pit. The Lord going to dry this place up, man, by way of his look. with one look, the word going forth, this man's fate is sealed. Right?
Whose look drive up the depths, and inclination make of the mountains to melt away,
Right, making the mountains to melt away, man. Right?
which the truth witnesses.
The truth witness. We don't need the backings of you niggas. The true witness to these things. And since you're consumed with falsehood, saying that you subscribe to Esau, you'll never be able to see that truth until, drum roll, the milphus come. It tells you that in Isaiah the 6th chapter. Where you will be blinded until the cities are left desolate. And in that day, you're gonna know the Lord. You're gonna have a high level of understanding. Yeah, I've been warning you about you should be able to screen a nigga and have a device, see if a nigga on fan food. Nope, you can't come in. Screen a nigga. It's gonna cause more and more problems. But yeah, that's the time we in. We're in the time where the Lord's visitation, which is geared towards Esau, is here. Right? And it goes back to that dynamic of time and prophecy going hand in hand. Based upon that alone, we know that this is the season. Everything is right for the destruction. So with that, I give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash.
Double honor to our sisters, the head apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the fellow neighbors out there. As always, you believe in the next time, shalom.
Shalom, DCA, Ababa, soon.
Yes, sir.
Water for 29.